First, the top news headlines. 24-hour shutdown in protest against escalating Kuki militant attacks, abduction of 6, and ongoing violence crippled Manipur, disrupting daily life across valley districts, including Chiribam. Additionally, 20 CAPF companies started landing at Imphal Airport to reinforce security in Manipur, bringing total to 218 units amid rising tensions. Husband of missing woman from Chiribam appeals for safe release of his wife, children, and other captives following attack by suspected Kuki militants. Former Chief Minister Okremi Bobi Singh demands immediate release of 6 missing IDPs, criticizes Centre for lack of full-time governor, and calls for urgent action to restore peace in Manipur. And 2 trucks set ablaze by suspected Kuki militants. Rongmei Naga community condemns attack and announces boycott of Kuki supplies in Tamenglong and Noni. A very good evening. You are watching IS English News. This is Suraj Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. The 24-hour statewide total shutdown called by 13 valley-based civil bodies began yesterday at 6 p.m. in protest against the escalating attacks by suspected Kuki militants on peripheral areas of Imphal West, Imphal East, Chiribam and Bisnupur districts. The shutdown was also in response to the reported abduction and disappearance of 6 individuals, including 3 women and 3 minors, following an attack in Chiribam district. This strike has severely disrupted normal life across all valley districts, including Chiribam. In solidarity with the ban, markets, shops, businesses and educational institutions remain closed and public transport came to a near halt with passenger vehicles off the roads. Though government offices were not officially declared closed, attendance was reported to be exceptionally low, with many employees staying home due to the shutdown. In the morning, a few petrol stations were observed to be open, but long queues of vehicles waiting for fuel were also seen. While the shutdown lasted for 24 hours, ended today at 6 p.m., there were no reports of any untoward incidents or violence during the ban period. This strike called by 13 civil bodies has severely impacted normal life in Chiribam district. Most markets, shops, educational institutions and banks remain closed in solidarity while passenger vehicles were off the roads. Attendance at government offices was notably low. Security forces were deployed in full strength, maintaining high vigilance to prevent any untoward incidents during the strike. One of the strike supporters in Chiribam, Samasakhi, spoke to the media condemning the recent killings of innocent civilians and the alleged abduction of women and children by suspected Kuki militants. She urged both the state and central governments to intervene immediately to ensure the safety of the women and children. Samasakhi emphasized the urgency of the situation and appealed for prompt action to protect vulnerable communities in the region.
Asigi hujing matung taba khoi na total shutdown tawri base matung taba da asi bagi mi singje puthok birau hingna puthok birau aduga mi singje puthok panga moi haiba taraga di government na khoi gi praja bukan banga moi haiba taraga di akhoi mi cham praja na khoi ngakjarage akhoi iramdam de ngakjarage akhoi da khulai sinabiro simadi pamjare akhoi gi CM Biren sir na so kaim ta wahai ma CM wahabi Chiribam praja Chiribam se Chiribam district se akhoi Manipur manung da chandabra sa se akhoi thamoi yam nungai te pungning cham nungsi ba mieng iba mieng angang du na mama du na angang du ko laga yenga ga mami to nungai ta na khallaga adu ki wakhan da akhoi da phawri bido na mi pen na yengo CM sa na mi pen na yengo Chiribam praja akhoi yam nungai te.
The Ministry of Home Affairs has authorized the deployment of an additional 20 companies of Central Armed Police Forces (CAPFs) to assist in maintaining law and order in Manipur. The additional forces began arriving at Imphal Airport this afternoon with airlift organized from Guwahati and Agartala. The new deployment, comprising 15 companies of CRPF from Assam and 15 companies of BSF from Tripura, will be stationed in Manipur until November 30th. The Manipur government has been asked to devise a detailed deployment plan in coordination with the CRPF units. Following this reinforcement, a total of 218 CRPF companies, including 115 CRPF, 84 BSF, 8 RAF, 5 ITBP and 6 SSB will be available in this state for the specified period. The ministry has also directed officials in Assam and Tripura to ensure timely deployment of these units by November 13, 2024 and has requested the Ministry of Defence to arrange for their airlift from Guwahati and Agartala with cost to be billed to the government of Manipur. The husband of Laishram Haitombi, one of the 6 individuals missing following the recent attack by suspected Kuki militants at Jakuradhor Karong in Jiribam district, has appealed for the safe release of his wife, 2 children and the other captives. In a conversation with ISCOM News, Laishram Herozit, an IRB personnel stationed at the Porampat Police Commando, shared the distressing details. He explained that his wife had traveled to her maternal home in Jiribam with their children on September 23rd last year due to the escalating crisis. Herojit recounted that on the day of the attack, while he was on duty, he received a call from his wife reporting heavy gunfire in Jiribam and stating that they were hiding under a bed for safety. However, after losing contact with her, he reached out to a relative who informed him that his family had been taken toward the Bark River area. He has now urgently requested the government to intervene and secure the safe release of his wife, children, and others who are still missing, emphasizing the need for their release on humanitarian grounds.
September tangkun mga da ma sedler man September ta kuma da flight to sa ke ni wa je silsar gi masalum jilak padagi adagi adum phone da pau na raga dum mama maton da lekti mama manak ta lejagen ma ngang ko dum lejabani aisu sibai oina yang bopi da lejabani more ta leiru mutung da yang bopi dong tab da yang bopi da lejabani adu juji ai dum yang bopi da dum leiri
posting oina
posting oina aduga mana phone tawre ai engonda nungdin pha dore hai be timing du da mana kang na pak thar le ngang je pam ma ga na le mo je thok kop khai ra poi sang pha be hai luga oi je mai to mo je tore lum de pu de hi de pu de na pok phi de ai ju yang hu phi de hal le hala ga pau su moi ma si hai ruk ta ma su le du ko su pau phau na re adu no la ga ai je to mai na photo nung to u de ti ai ngon da ngai ta ba ma ngon da cái oi re du na ma ron bu thok tri ne ngang do na su ma de to ning de sa ji ngang lu bi tek ta kai de no ko dum sa ga gi ma ge de ma de gi ying bi ga tha do bi na ba bam jai angang bi ngang jing je ai ka su yam sang na jan ngai le te ai gi di nu bi ngang jing ko mayam sang na kitan mating to bi kan bi ba ngon sin na bi ba ma ming he to bi ko we bi ka su ko we ro ma ai ga ma ro bo wa yu san na mi ma ai ji ke ai bi ke pi sa thar ke ju ara mi ne ngon da pa to ro ma ga to mi nu to ra ma phone to ko di ma ka po phone to re du mai na phone to ko gi ma ja nu mai na phone to ko phone su ngom phang gi dre ma chi gi ma sa nan mai ha rak pa de gi to re lum da barak to re ji re phi ya po pu gre ha bi di khang nge angang jing gi ga ai nu pi jing ju ga ni bo ise ma sa ama tak tik ta kai da na jan tha dok ber pa si ni ai na mayam da janing ba.
Former Chief Minister Okrimi Bobby Singh has urged for the immediate release of 6 Meitei IDPs, 3 women and 3 minors, including a 9-month-old infant who went missing following an alleged attack by suspected Kuki militants in Jiribam. Speaking to the media at his official residence in Babupara, Imphal, Ibobi, who is also the CLP leader emphasized the need to release the captives on humanitarian grounds, cautioning that a failure to do so could lead to severe consequences in Manipur. Ibobi acknowledged the efforts by security forces working to rescue the missing individuals, recognizing their commitment to the situation. He, however, questioned the reason of having a government when it cannot protect the lives and properties of the public. He was joined by 4 opposition MLAs and leaders from the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC who expressed discontent over the centre's decision to assign Manipur's governorship as an additional charge to the governor of Assam. Ibobi conveyed that with the acting governor currently out of state, the opposition party has been unable to discuss the prevailing issues with a state representative. He remarked that the absence of a full-time governor at such a critical time reflects a neglect of Manipur's needs by the centre. Urging the centre to take immediate action, Ibobi suggested that implementing the law and mediating a dialogue between the conflicting communities is the only path to restoring peace. He stressed the importance of prioritizing peace in the state while affirming that the Congress party will not compromise on issues that threaten the integrity of Manipur.
Sahi ani parka daraba tha trai ban hela basibu mi lising humpu hen basibu sanga yok padona yenda yengon yok pa sanga yok padona relief game da thami basi masibu aidi India gi history da thodo wa thok tho aning da ba kaya su thokre ba karam ba state ta sigum basi thokhi ba yawro ba ge ba adagi leiriba state sigi chief minister sinasu it is his responsibility sigumba crucial oibo matam sidari magi ada chatpagi moida haijabagi darka oide chief minister office tagi sigi Manipur ki crisis issues e masi solve taunana bagi all political party opposition gi mayam ga loinana appointment ukta pbu na sidagi adum akoi government gi matamda any issue chief minister office ti chatpa darka oide ba aduna amaworo chumbalan bana tongan ba mani aduna madudi mioi bagi minung siga loinana thadok pirakpana paidagi asumba decision oigani haibasini akoi ki party ki side tagi appeal tawjaning se.
This morning, unknown assailants set fire to 2 trucks carrying essential supplies en route to Longmai, None and Tamenglong districts. The attack, which took place between Langnom and all Kaifundai villages in Tamenglong district, has been condemned by the Rongmei Naga community, who alleged that armed Kuki militants were responsible. In response, the Rongmei Naga community has announced an immediate boycott of the Kuki community in both Tamenglong and None districts. The incident occurred early today morning when 8 trucks carrying essential commodities like rice, onions and potatoes were stopped by armed miscreants. While 2 trucks were set ablaze, the remaining 6 trucks managed to escape. The police have not yet identified the perpetrators. The Rongmei Naga Students Organization, Manipur RNSOM, released a statement claiming the trucks with registration numbers MN05C 3992 and AS113577 were fired upon with automatic rifles before being torched. This follows a similar attack on vehicles along National Highway 37 near Kaimai. RNSOM accused the Kuki militants of attempting to undermine the Rongmei people's presence in their own territory and warned that the attack was part of a larger pattern of violence. The group declared a total boycott of Kuki supplies in Tamenglong and None, citing the ongoing disruption caused by the Kuki community's actions. Inmates residing at the relief camp set up at Borobekra police station in Jiribam district, also known as Barak Circle under the Borobekra subdivision, have issued an ultimatum to authorities demanding to be relocated to a safer location within 48 hours. The camp, which has been a refuge for people displaced by ongoing violence, has become the target of repeated attacks by suspected Kuki militants. These attacks have resulted in casualties and individuals going missing, prompting the inmates to voice their concerns about their safety. The displaced individuals have expressed their fear and frustration, urging the intervention of the Chief Minister for their immediate rescue. One of the inmates, Oinam Ongbi Ibemhal, shared that they had initially taken refuge at the camp in order to protect Manipur, but now feared for their lives. She appealed to authorities, stating that they did not want to stay in the camp if it meant risking death, urging for their relocation to a more secure place. Another inmate, Yurembam Ningol Sandhyani Devi, shared her distress over the situation, revealing that she was caring for her sister's 2 children who were among those who had gone missing in the attacks. She made a heartfelt plea for the release of the 6 missing individuals on humanitarian grounds. Amid their protest, the inmates also raised their voices in slogans calling for urgent action to address their plight.
Miyam ki punsi, Miyam ki punsi, Akhoi ki punsi, Akhoi ki punsi, Akhoi bu pura bega dagi, Akhoi bu pura bega dagi, Manipur Imana, Manipur Imana, long live, long live.
Mau beka ada lebih pemukul sudah. Manipur ima kanda be ati, hasil nasi kun ni anak khanga bani. Aji akhoi khwaji hira kan lamje kan ba pamak tere akhoi ba thuma dam de puthu pi hasil. Ini mesra pang hajiri.
Tak kan diu, angang bisa kan ni cuyau di bani.
Jadi masa ni senang napoli.
Ui masa ni cuai kina kalai jadi ai mai ci nau siam tak kan diu mayam na.
The United Naga Council UNC requested a rescheduling of the upcoming tripartite talks on the Manipur new district creation issue, originally set for November 13, 2024. UNC General Secretary Variyo Sachsang wrote to advisor, notice Ministry of Home Affairs A.K. Mishra, requesting the talks be moved to the 4th week of November due to prior commitments of some UNC members. In response, A.K. Mishra confirmed that the next round of talks would be rescheduled to November 29th in Senapati. The tripartite talks, which involved the central government, the UNC and the government of Manipur, resumed on October 11 after a long break. The issue stems from the creation of 7 new districts by the previous Manipur government in 2016, which led to an economic blockade by the UNC. The body of a non-local man was recovered this morning at around 7 a.m. on the bank of the Izai River, also known as Aga River, near Longmai Bazaar in Nonit district. The deceased has been identified as 46-year-old Ranjit Shah, son of Ram Murthy Shah from Ismailpur, Vaisali, Bihar. Shah, who worked as a laborer, who was found dead under unclear circumstances. According to police sources, it is suspected that Shah may have drowned in the river after drinking. The None police station collected the body and it has been sent for post-mortem examination. An unnatural death case has been registered and investigations are ongoing to determine the exact cause of death. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. 24-hour shutdown in protest against escalating Kuki militant attacks, abduction of 6 and ongoing violence cripple Manipur, disrupting daily life across valley districts including Jiribam. Additional 20 CIPF companies started landing at Imphal Airport to reinforce security in Manipur, bringing total to 218 units amid rising tensions. Husband of missing woman from Jiribam appeals for safe release of his wife, children and other captives following attacks by suspected Kuki militants. Former Chief Minister Okrimi Bobby Singh demands immediate release of 6 missing IDPs, criticizes Centre for lack of full-time governor and calls for urgent action to restore peace in Manipur. And 2 trucks set ablaze by suspected cookie militants. Rongmei Naga community condemns attack and announces boycott of cookie supplies in Tamenglong and None. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ICE News and have a great evening.